Okay, Zdravstvuyte, Tovarishi, and welcome to another Starcraft beta skirmish here. This is a 1v1 match. I am commanding the red Terran up in this corner, and I am versus a Zerg opponent by the name of Big Boy. And with me, I'm doing a dual commentary today. With me, I have my good friend Jahazy in the studio. Why don't you say what's up, Jahazy?
Hey, whoa, 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 raspy voice there. Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Jahazy, and I'm a commentator on YouTube, and I want to thank you, Joseph, for having me. I've been looking at your work for quite some time, and it's actually weird that we're actually doing work together because before I started my YouTube channel, I was watching your videos, and I don't know, I just got this I don't know what kind of feeling it is, but it's good and I like it, and we're doing it, and yeah, this is sweet because we both play StarCraft 2 and we're both experienced players. We can both do some great commentaries on this wonderful game that we play.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited to keep this series going because StarCraft 2 is actually a really enjoyable game to play, and it's a good break from Modern Warfare 2, which what I used to make most of my videos on, and now I just do it uh, for my subscribers. So it's a good break to play the different games.
Yeah, but here we...
So
Sorry.
yeah.
Anyway, in terms of the game, like what's going on here, we can see that the Zerg has tried to rush me. He tried to pull off an infamous sort of Zerg rush. Fortunately, I was able to wall off my base and get one Marine out just in time. And he's trying to tear down these supply depots so we can get into the base, start wreaking some havoc. I gotta pull out some SCVs to start repairing. I've only got one Marine, but it's enough to take on these Zerglings from behind his fortified position. And with just sub 20 HP, that supply depot is going to survive, and we're going to be just fine here.
good job. I like that whole walling technique. That is definitely detrimental to your survival in a 1v1 match against a Zerg opponent, due to the fact that, as you can see here, everybody, almost 90%, everybody and everybody's grandmother frigging does Zergling rushes with Zerg on 1v1 matches.
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty much.
I don't know why, but that's just what everybody does, and everybody likes to do. It's kind of like noob tubing in Modern Warfare 2. It's just like, well, what to fall back on if you're not a good player, you know what I mean?
Zerg Rush?
I'm not saying that, no, the Zergling Rush, because I'm not saying that good players don't do the Zergling Rush, but I mean, there's definitely other ways to defeat your opponent, because as you can see here, the enemy did not do that Zergling Rush properly because he ended up losing the game and kept on building Zerglings, and not to, he didn't, let's say, counter your units properly, and he was gunning for that Zergling Rush right at the beginning there.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing about StarCraft, there is a counter for everything. Everything has some kind of counter, some kind of way of defeating it. It's very well balanced, and as you can see, that sort of walling technique there is a perfect counter for a Zerg Rush. And a counter for that would be if you can warp in some Banelings, they can destroy your defenses easily. But this guy is dead set on his Zergling Rush. But I'm trying to move into his base and do some damage. I see the Queen, and he's got two Zerglings. I got to pull back. He's also got some Spine Crawlers going up for defense around his base. So I got to pull back and start massing my forces here, trying to keep him down so he can't, throw the initiative back in his own favor.
And yeah, that was actually a very good technique, or reaction to spine crawlers, because those spine crawlers would actually tear you into an asshole.
Pretty much.
And yeah, basically, do not encounter spine crawlers if you have a handful of Marines, unless you just want them to get slaughtered, especially this early on in the game, and how detrimental it is to every unit that's get lost, and how it throws off the balance in this game. And I really like how this game has turned out thus far, and I actually really enjoy it.
I mean, it's still in just beta, which is, the beta feels like a complete game already. I can't wait to see what the complete game feels like. But anyway, I've taken my Marines around behind his base here, trying to do a raid on his drones. Able to take a couple out, but he pulls them off. So instead of going into range of his spine crawlers, I start going to town on his spawning pool, because if I take out his spawning pool, he can't warp in any more Zerglings, and therefore he can't have any more military forces on the field anymore. And almost all Zerg players I've ever seen always put their spawning pool behind the hatchery, behind the minerals here, and I think it's kind of a stupid idea because, like I said, if you put it in front of this hatchery here, then it would be defended. But I take it down. But unfortunately, these Marines just get totally tooled. But they had done their tour of duty and died valiantly.
Exactly. If he would have put that spawning pool right in between those spine crawlers, then he would have had it defended. Taken into note that his technique was to use these mass Zergling rush, and it was actually a stupid idea considering he was building his whole strategy in this 1v1 match. Circling around the Zergling is actually detrimental to his survival here.
Yeah, it really turned out to be his demise. But I'm massing more forces. Got 3 barracks up, continuing to push men, to push Marines out in the field. Also got a factory going down, building a siege tank with siege about to be researched, and just getting ready to put the final nail in this coffin, bringing out the heavy weapons, bringing out the big guns. And unless those Zerglings can get this around on a siege tank will tear them to shreds.
Yeah, exactly. You have to somehow throw off this balance of these spine crawlers that if you attacked right now, it would be a very close match, but you need some mech in there considering he has not that much of a counter for the mech with all those Marines protecting it.
Yeah, you can't get those Zerglings in. Also going to send my Marines out on a little raid here. They're going to get, a couple are going to get taken out by that spine crawler. Going to be able to save most of them. But I can clearly tell that we're not ready for an assault yet. But here comes the big guns. Here comes the siege tank, ready to really end this battle right now. And
dun, 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 dun. Sorry, that's the music, or that's coming to the back of my head right now whenever I see that tank. Whenever you see the first tank on the battlefield, you get that little you get that boost to your morale. Your personal morale, I assume, and it's actually a really good feeling when you get that first tank. I don't know about you, but that's the feeling I get.
But he's gonna rage quit at that point. He's gonna see the tank and rage quit. So that's the end of that match. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for being on here, Jahazy. It was a pleasure having you. Any last words for the fans out there?
Yeah, if you guys like Starcraft 2 beta gameplay as well as Modern Warfare 2 gameplay, then swing by to my channel and subscribe. Thank you for having me, Joseph.
Awesome. Anytime. And it's going to be JosefVStalin signing off for now, and I'll see you guys later.